Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss MCQs from October, November 2021 and 12 variant from A-level chemistry. So MCQs number one is about empirical formula. So it says compound X contains 40% carbon, 6.7% hydrogen and 53.3% oxygen. So what is the empirical formula of compound X? So how you are going to perform it? First of all, you will write the percentage carbon 40, hydrogen 6.7 and 53.3. First step is divided by their AR, relative atomic mass. So atomic mass of carbon is 12. For hydrogen, you are going to take the mass of H atom, hydrogen atom, that is 1, oxygen 16. So you are getting these values. So now you will divide it by the least value. So the least value over here is 3.33. So you are going getting 1 for carbon, 2 for hydrogen, 1 for oxygen. So formula is going to be C1H2O. That is option A. So the next statement is, which statement is correct? So which statement is correct? 1 gram of hydrogen contain this one. If you solve C option, like over here, so how you are going to calculate 16 gram of methane contain 3 into 10 raised power 24 atoms. So the trick over here is that the methane is CH4 and it contain 5 atoms in a molecule. So the formula to calculate is number of atoms in methane molecule, in methane, number of atoms in 16 gram methane in this way. So the formula would be moles multiplied by Avogadro number into 5. 5 is the factor, that number of atoms in a molecule. Okay, so total atoms in a molecule. So moles, we know that moles equal to mass over mr, Avogadro number into 5. Mass is 16 and molar mass is also 16. Carbon 12, hydrogen 4. So when you will multiply, you will get the answer 3 into 24, 10 raised power 24 atom. So as he says, it's correct. So C option is going to correct. The rest all are incorrect. So next is technetium. Tc is a second row transition element. Does not occur naturally on the earth. So what would be its isotopes? So how you are going to calculate if you have a neutron? You know that its proton number is, what is its proton number? Look at this. Its proton number is 43. If the neutron is provided to you, you can calculate easily the nucleon number. I repeat, it has 40, already the 43 is the proton number, 56 are the neutrons provided to you. So you are going to add and you will get the answer 99. So which atom has, question number 4, more unpaired electron than paired electron in the principal quantum number 2, in that mean in the second shell? And in the second shell we know that we have 2s and 2p. So you have to calculate total number of paired and unpaired in 2s and 2p. So I have wrote all the electronic configuration of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine. So that is, if you see in the carbon you have 2 unpaired and 1 paired, and in nitrogen you have 1 paired and 3 unpaired. So what was his statement? That more unpaired. So the carbon has 3 unpaired and 2 paired. So rest of the option are on the screen and you can see only the nitrogen is the correct one, that it has 3 unpaired and 1 paired. So next one is atom X is a central atom in a molecule. Okay, that the question number 5 is, atom X has a central atom in a molecule. Atom X has 4 pair of valence electron. Okay, 4 pairs of valence electron in its outer shell. The 4 pair of electron includes 1 bond pair and at least 1 lone pair. So out of 4 pair, 1 bond pair is minimum and 1 lone pair is minimum. For the linear, you must have like a straight structure CO2 in which you have 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair, and this information does not ensure you whether it could be linear, trigonal and yeah, but that is for sure it can never be it should be non-linear. So question number 6 is, which molecule has the largest overall dipole? The largest overall dipole means the molecule which is more polar. So out of this, B and C are the close one. A is the Cl are opposite to each other. They are cancelling each other. CO2 is a straight structure that has the opposite forces which are cancelling out each other effect. But over here in this B molecule, you have electronegativity differences. That is why B's option is correct. So the strength of hydrogen bonding increases as the electronegativity definitely. So fluorine hydrogen bond is more stronger. So over here is it says that which statement about these hydrides are correct. So PH3, HCl and HF. The boiling point of PH3 and HCl are similar because uh, for phosphorus you have 15 protons and hydrogen you have 3 protons. Means the proton electrons are same. So you have 18 electron in HCl. You have 1 plus 17, 18 electron. So the electrons are same. They have same number of electrons. So same force of intermolecular forces. So that is why they have the similar about nearby like 185 and 188. About you may say that similar boiling point or near. They are both are near to each other. The general gas equation PV equal to nRT can be used to calculate value of molar mass of gas. So PV equal to nRT, N is moles, moles equal to mass over mR. So mR equal to mR is dividing over here. So when it will go to the other side, so it will be multiplied and the PV is will be divided. So the equation is this one. So A option. The equation for the formation of ammonium chloride is shown. Which diagram show correctly labeled equation pathway for decomposition of ammonium chloride? Okay, so decomposition means that it's a reverse reaction. In the equation being shown to you is exothermic, so the reverse of it will be endothermic. In endothermic, the enthalpy of product is more than reactant. So you in C and D are showing the decomposition as exothermic, so they are wrong. So in A and B, in A he is not marking right activation energy from that is from reactant to the top value. So this one due to this A option is wrong. So B option is correct. In a catalytic converter, the exhaust system. Okay. So what he says that the carbon monoxide is oxidized to carbon dioxide, CO into CO2, and nitrogen monoxide into nitrogen. So what are the changes in the oxidation number? Okay. So total change in the carbon, that is +2 to +4, that is +2 change. Okay. And in NO2 that it is from +2 to 0. Overall it has from +2 to 0 it is -2 change. Okay, NO and NO2 are both present in the lower atmosphere as pollutant. So what it says that which statement about this sequence is correct? You have NO2 decomposition, then NO, and overall you have ozone formation. So what happening over here? NO2 is using in the beginning in the first step and producing in the second step. So overall it is, you may say that neither the reactant nor the product. So as a catalyst, and look at the NO. NO is producing in the first step and consuming in the second step. So both NO and NO2 are acting as catalysts. So a mixture of 2 period 3 oxides are added to water. The solution form a pH just below 7. So usually metal oxides are basic and non-metallic oxides are acidic. Aluminium oxide is amphoteric, magnesium oxide is basic. So it can never be. Sodium oxide and MgO both are basic, they would be above 7. SO3 is acidic, strong, pure. So they will be very strong acidic. SO3, you know that it makes sulfuric acid a very strong acid. So only option left to you is C. That is sodium oxide is basic, phosphorus oxide is acidic. So it can stand in between in 7 or below 7. So the chances are there. So which statement about the compound in the group 2 metal is correct? So it is very famous, very common for all of you that the solubility of sulfates decreases from top to bottom. So barium sulfate, you know that in group 2, barium is present at the bottom of table and magnesium, calcium, strontium. So barium sulfate is less soluble. In fact, it is insoluble, whereas magnesium sulfate is soluble. So that is correct. That's a very famous. Okay. The next one is question number 14. You have anhydrous calcium carbonate which decomposes to form calcium oxide and CO2. And in another experiment, you have a decomposition of calcium nitrate. So the volume of gaseous product. Okay. So I have solved a full numerical like for your full convenience and so that you can understand. So when calcium nitrate decompose, it form calcium oxide NO2 and O2. This is a balance equation. Make sure you remember it in your for paper 1, paper 2, paper 4, 3, for all. So here is the ratio calcium nitrate ratio NO2 and calcium nitrate ratio O2. Why? Because he says the volume of gaseous products measured from calcium nitrate. He is asking the question only from the gases from calcium nitrate, not the sum of both. So read it carefully. So here is 2 ratio 4, and then you have calcium nitrate equal to 0.005 moles. Okay, the same amount. So that is going to be 0.01 of NO2 from calcium nitrate to O2, 0.025 moles of O2. So total gas produced equal to 0.0125 moles. So when you will multiply with 24,000 cm cube, it is going to be 240 something. So your answer is 250. That is very near. Okay, so the last for this lecture is the redox reactions are common in the chemistry of group 17 elements. So which statement is correct? Bromide ions reduce. So it's very easy. This is the sequence of the halogens: fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide. So I have put the show the lower one, iodide, can reduces the upper one. Even the bromide will reduce chloride and fluoride. Bromide cannot reduce iodide. So if you see the other option, chlorine will oxidize bromide but not iodide. How it is possible? In the reverse, chlorine can oxidize bromide, chloride can oxidize iodide. Can both, because both are on the bottom of it. It can't happen the be that it will only oxidize bromide, not the iodide. So F2 is not the weakest. F2 is the strongest oxidizing agent in the world due to highest electronegativity. And iodide are the not the weakest. Keep in mind, do remember, they are the strongest reducing agent in the world. Okay, that is it. If you have any confusion, you can contact me on the WhatsApp for any question. Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.